Happy Wednesday, church. Today's Ash Wednesday, and today we begin the Lenten season up until Easter. And the Lenten season is a time of fasting. And when we think about fasting, we always think about giving something up. We might give up chocolate, we might give up desserts, whatever it might be. We sacrifice that. We devote ourselves to prayer, maybe during that time of fasting, a time to draw near to the Lord. But when Pastor Terry was working here, she used to talk about the Lenten season, and she said that what she would do is she would add something to her time of devotions, or maybe into her life, add something that she knows is pleasing to God. And I thought about that when I read the passage that I highlighted in my email from Isaiah 58, because that's what Jesus is talking about. And that's what Isaiah, the prophet, is talking about here, is adding something to your life. And what he's talking about is living a life of compassion, adding in to your life ways of showing love and care to people who are in need, to people who are in bondage. Isaiah 58:6 says, "Is not this the kind of fasting I have chosen, to loose the chains of injustice and untie the cords of the yoke, to set the oppressed free and break every yoke? Is it not to share your food with the hungry and to provide the poor wanderer with shelter? When you see the naked, to clothe him, and not to turn away from your own flesh and blood. Then your light will break forth like the dawn, and your healing will quickly appear." We need healing, don't we? Our nation, our country, we need healing. "Then your righteousness will go before you, and the glory of the Lord will be your rear guard. Then you will call, and the Lord will answer. You will cry for help, and he will say, 'Here am I.'" As we live this life of compassion, God is pleased with that. God will answer our prayers. God will heal our land. For my classes, I interviewed a police officer yesterday, last night, and his name is Officer Dixon, and he's a wonderful young man who we met through our food distribution. He comes every other week, and he helps direct traffic in our parking lot when people come through to get a box of food. And I asked him how he was doing during this time of COVID, and he's working from home a lot, which is hard for him because he's a people person. And what he said really surprised me, because he said what has really helped get him through this time of COVID is being with our church in our parking lot, watching our volunteers, being there working with the young men as they direct traffic to help people in need. He said that has been such an encouragement to him. And to see so many volunteers, so many people who really care about their community, care enough that they come out when it's hot, they come out when it's cold, they come out when it's raining, and they serve the community by helping them to get food. And that was an encouragement to Officer Dixon. Thank you so much for being a church that is living a life of compassion. And I just want to challenge you again to just ask the Lord during this Lenten season to lead you, to direct you, to guide you to someone who might need that compassion, who might need food, who might need a helping hand, a word of encouragement. So I encourage you to ask the Lord to direct you, and he will do that. God bless your day.